Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this video. We are going to swatch through all of the new Clionadh stained glass shadows. These shadows are to be released on the 8th. Not 100% sure when this video is going live, but the shadows are going live on Monday the 8th. We're going to swatch through all of them. I'm going to let you know how they look, how they swatch, how they shift. Hopefully this video is going to be helpful, and if you haven't been here before, if this is your first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I'm such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related, especially things that are a bit more on the colorful side, and I also am a big fan and a big supporter of indie brands, and I have been since the absolute start of my channel, so I'm super excited about this video for this reason. And if you want to see more videos like this, colorful indie things, don't forget to subscribe because I upload several videos every week. So I actually have every single stained glass shadow that Clionadh has ever released. And I have them in these are palettes that you can get from Clionadh Cosmetics as well. These are the single pan, like single shadow empty palettes. This is the first collection. It is missing one shadow here that's living somewhere else right now, but this is part 1. I do have a video swatching all of the shadows in part 1. I will leave that down below. And this is part 2. This is a little bit more messy and unorganized, and I also have a video swatching all of these, and I will also leave that one down below. I do not have another big palette like this, so I'm actually having part 3 in different small palettes that I was able to gather up as I was reorganizing my singles to make some space for these. But we have a bunch of new stained glass shadows to swatch. I am gonna swatch all of them live. I'm gonna swatch them by collection. Like for example, this is one collection, this little group here is one collection, because usually Clionadh has different kind of subgroups within the stained glass shadows. These were sent to me as PR, but this video is not sponsored. I do not have an affiliate code or an affiliate link with Clionadh, just very much in love with the brand. Do have though a bundle with Clionadh, which is like my favorite shadows from the first release, and I don't know if they're gonna restock that bundle or not, but if you see that and you feel a little overwhelmed by these shadows, because these are all multichromes and like duochromes and just super sparkly special shades, and if you feel a little overwhelmed, I 100% recommend that bundle if you just want to get a tasting of a bunch of different formulas, colors and textures. But yeah, we're gonna go through all of these. I'm gonna live swatch them and I'm gonna show you close-up swatches. I am gonna have this video divided into different chapters, so I'm gonna have one chapter for each like group or like each collection within the stained glass shadows, just to make it a little bit easier for you. I'm gonna do the best I can to show the different shifts, to show the different colors, but I'm also gonna try and explain to you exactly what I see. I do my absolute best to show you, like in settings and in lightings, I show you what I see. So what you're seeing right now, unless your screen has like, it is in need of some color correcting, is what I see, how I look, but it is very hard to show multichrome shadows. I'm gonna do my absolute best to show you what these all look like. I did film this look, I did film it for TikTok, so I am gonna see if I can upload it on YouTube as a short as well. I know some people really appreciate that, some people really hate it. I don't love as well how YouTube is doing shorts, but I'm trying to find a middle ground where I'm making as many people happy as possible. Should we just jump in? Let's zoom in just a little bit and let's jump in. And yes, I am wearing my Star Wars t-shirt because it's comfy and I want to be comfy. Don't come for me. Let's start with these. They're called Deep Iridescent Multichromes. I think these are some of my favorite formulas that they have. They have this formula from before, but they're just flushing out with more colors. These are iridescent multichromes that have a tan base, so they will not look white or ashy on a medium to deep skin tone, which is how they're meant to be, but they also look incredible on a lighter skin tone. They're just a really amazing formula, and these videos take me about double the time to film as any other video and about double the time to edit as any other video. So if you like the video, it would really help me out if you would leave a comment or a like, maybe. I would really appreciate that. And I will leave the info about the launch, like launch info and link and everything, down below in the description box. I will not be talking about prices because they do not have a price that's like approximate for all shadows. Every shadow is priced different depending on how expensive they are to make. Multichrome pigments are expensive pigments. That's why really good multichrome shadows are usually a little bit more expensive than other shadows. This one is called Auric, and it looks like a gold to a pinky peach. And you can see here, oh, you can see that it has that tan undertone, so it doesn't look like gray or anything like that on my skin, and I can definitely see both the gold and the tan. This one is called Saffron, and this seems like almost like a fuchsia pink. This seems so intense. I think this is the one that I am the most interested in out of all of the shades that we are going to be seeing today. You can see that this one is more like a pinky peach. This is more like a bright, almost fuchsia pink to a gold with a tan undertone. I am fairly sure that this saffron is going to end up being a favorite of mine. I can already see how many people would love that together with a brown crease just to spice it up without making it look too bright. This one is called Cerise, and this one seems like a gold to a purple, again with that like tan undertone. So this is Cerise. Oh yeah, that is really like what I see in the viewfinder is not what I see when I look here. I see a goldy pink here, but when I look in the viewfinder, I can see that bright purple. It's very interesting. Now we're getting into some greens. This one is called Citron. And this is, I can already tell that this is a blue to a green, again with that tan undertone. Oh, this is so smooth. Oh, what a beautiful, I'm so sorry if I'm a little bit out of frame. I'm trying to zoom in while still, I'm learning as we're going here. You can see a bright grass green, and when I look at it here, it is like a tealy turquoise. So this is a nice blue to a green with that tan undertone. Beautiful. This one is also a green, but I'm not 100% sure what it's shifting. Oh, is this one of those that shifts? Let me see if I can be in frame. That shifts a little nude almost. Yeah. Oh, if you like a more neutral shadow, I think you would really appreciate this one. It is just a little bit more muted than this one. You can see it has a little bit more of a cooler undertone. It is a little bit more of a muted, almost grounded tealy like shift here, and I think that if you are more into neutrals, you would really enjoy this one because it's not as bright as the other one. Now we're getting into something, I see it as blue, and this one is called Cerulean. Yeah, definitely a blue purple, and again with that tan undertone. These are very light, these are not thick or chunky. These just look incredible. That is such a beautiful blue, and what I see is like a violet purple. This one is called Lapis Lazuli. Is it called a Lapis Lazuli? And this is also a blue to more a pinky, I can tell. Like maybe a pinky purple. Is there a little muted gold in there as well maybe? And again, same tan undertone. You can see that this is more like a greeny blue, and this has more like a sky blue, and I see a pinky purple here and more like a true violet purple here. Again, I really love these deep iridescents. I think they're absolutely stunning. I think the undertone is beautiful. Let me show you a close-up. This formula, love it. Okay, so this is the shadows, and here you can see this like the shift in them a little bit more. This is like low light. And you can see that they're going into another color at the very end. I think you can see the purple, gold, the blues. I think you see the shift. Several of these are looking so good. I'm wearing an all matte look. I think at the end we'll apply one of my faves on top and we can see how it looks. Now let's get into the glitter multichromes. And some of these lines, they are just padding up with new shades. Some of these are totally new lines. They're just getting in new glitter multichromes. They've had that from before. This is also one of my favorite formulas. This first one is called Embellishment. I'm actually going to swatch on this arm instead because I had to re-swatch because they were absolutely impossible to have this arm up. I noticed that that was an absolute no-go. So let's start with this first one. How does this look? It's like a, oh, when I look at it like this, it's like a peach going to a lime chartreuse gold. Like a gold, you can see, it's like a gold with a green sheen. But when I look at it, there's also a little peach in here. Again, I think that if you like golds, but you just want to have something that's a little bit different, I think you would enjoy this embellishment because it is bright, but not too bright. It reminds me a little bit of the one that, you know, that lime shadow in the Natasha Denona palette that everyone's talking about. This one is called Flagstone, and it is a blue to a green, and it seems a little bit more on the cool tone side. That is so pretty. I love the glitter multichromes because they have such a nice texture. They just go on really beautiful, and they're not pressed glitters, of course, but they're just super, super sparkly. Super, super sparkly formula that is just really pretty on the eyes, and it layers really beautiful on top of other eyeshadows, and it really lets your other mattes shine through as well. So these are not like a super foiled, super opaque shadow, although you can build them up, so they definitely cover. I mean, you can't even see my tattoo underneath her anymore, but it is more of a topper shadow that can be built up. This one has a blue, I can see both blue and purpley pink like glitter shimmer particles, and then what you see here is more like a cool tone green. I love a good blue. Blue makes me very happy. This is called Etched, and it seems to be like a almost like a true like a true violet to this beautiful like cobalt Klein-ish blue. I love shadows like that. Oh my, that is so pretty. Such a vibrant, bright purple to blue. Such high shine. Oh, love that one. This one is called Adornment, and it seems a little bit more muted, almost like a muted pink to a bright goldy peach. It's very, very high shine though. It's very, very interesting. Wow, that is high shine. It's almost like a blinding light gold going to a pink. I'm really trying to show you how these look and swatch them. I don't want to swatch all of these shadows twice, but it's really awkward to film with this arm, and it's really awkward to do close-ups with this one. Last time I did one of these like videos with swatches, it took me like 4 hours to film. I'm trying to get it down to like maybe 3. See if that's possible. But yeah, this pale bright gold with this pink undertone, and there's almost like a lavender, when I look at it like this, there's almost like a lavender and like teal element in it too, in the, like the shift of the shadow. This one has a lot of dimension. This one is called Flare, and it looks like almost a reddish coral to an orange with a lime shift, just looking at it in the pan. Wow, that's so interesting, because I look at it here, it's almost like a coral. Wow, this is so hard. How am I gonna do this video? I was really trying to not have to do swatches twice, but I think I might have to. And that will probably mean that I don't have time to edit this video today. Wow, that is beautiful. Like an orange with a lime green shift. And then when I look at it here, it's more like a coral bright red. It's really pretty. It's almost like a little violet in this lime shift as well. That is a real, if you like oranges and reds, that would be such a nice addition. I'm trying to decide what this one is. It seems like a very vibrant peach with almost like a blue-violet shift. I do love a nice peach. I feel like sometimes when we see peaches, they're more like golds, and I like a peach that's a peach. Oh yeah, that is a very bright shift on a peach shadow, and it's almost like a little light teal, but when I look at it here, you can always also see like a purple shift to it. Very interesting and super, I mean, these are a super sparkly formula, so nobody's really surprised about that. I feel like these are a little similar, but this is more cool tone and this is more warm toned. I hope I'm going to be able to show you exactly how reflective and sparkly these are. Let me see, this is low light. You can see they're still very, very, very reflective. And if I bring the light over to here, you can see the shift. You can see that they're like almost red, some of them at the end, or purple. At least I think you can. These are really pretty. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to actually swatch on this arm and sense my frustration. It's okay. I enjoy swatching things though, so it's okay. They are releasing 2 more of the series, 2 Iridescent Multichromes. They're just 2 little shadows here, so I thought I'd just swatch these and we can see. This is also one of my favorite formulas because these are the iridescent that have more of a sheer base, but they can look a little chalky or white if you pack them on too much. These are the perfect layering shades. This one is called Lucidum. Again, you'll find all the details down below. But yeah, this is what... Should I do in the hand then so I can just show you? Because usually you can see the shifts really good in the hand. Oh, mama. Oh, mama. Okay, I see a bright teal, almost mint. And this is a lime green. And that is sexy. That is sexy. Okay, let's do the next one. It is called Radiance. And I can't really tell what this is meant to be. Well, except an eyeshadow. But let's see. Let's see. Why are these so sexy? Okay, so this is more... Ooh! I did not see that coming. This is a mint. You can see that it's a bright turquoise mint. And this is a bright violet purple. These are bomb. I'm just throwing it out there. That's bomb. I mean, look at these just in low light. Look at that shift. Oh, I think you can see the shift like this. Wow, these are so pretty. So pretty. Impressive. Very impressive. The next ones that we're going to talk about are the electric multichromes. This one is called Tessera. These are very bright and colorful and fun shades, but they don't have those more visible, sparkly, shimmery particles that the glitter multichromes have. These are more a smooth, more opaque. Not that the other ones aren't smooth, but it's not like visible sparkle particles in this one. This seems to be a green to a gold to a pink, and then I see blue purple. That's impressive because when I look here, I see green going to gold going to pink, but then I have a look in the viewfinder and it's like a periwinkle blue purple. So that is very impressive. This is super beautiful. I think a lot of people would really enjoy this one because it is bright without being too dark. Next one looks like a very Barbie pink. This is so fun. This one is called Signet. That is so... Oh, what a... I love a nice like corally pink. So this is Signet. Oh, so pretty. That is such a nice... almost like a warm pink. When I look here, it has like a green gold shift, and when I look in the viewfinder, it's just like a bright coral almost with a warm shift, and then I see the greeny gold shift on the side. That's really pretty. If you like pink, that one can be for you. Then we have this one that is called Hilt. Oh my god, I was looking for that Hilt in World of Warcraft for a really long time. Who remembers that? Oh, that is interesting. This one is almost like a warmer. I think you can see it's like a warmer version of this one, because this is more of a dusty, like almost like a cool tone green with that almost peach sheen. But then on the side here, I see that green going to a peachy gold instead of the pink. So on the side, these two are similar, but this one is warmer. But then as I see it front on, they're very different. But on the side, they're similar, but this one is warmer. That is really pretty. That is a really interesting duochrome. I think this one would look really good with like a taupe or gray crease. This one is called Rayonnant. Rayonnant? Am I saying that correctly? It seems a little purpley pink. I think just from looking at it, but I think there's like a green shift. Because it looks very purpley fuchsia pink here, but on the side it has that like almost dusky green gold shift to it. It's very interesting. That's like the one I see in the viewfinder and the one I see from the side, totally different shades. I have a couple of these electric multichromes. I'm gonna see if I can divide them into 2 different swatches. So I'll swatch 2 more here and then I'll save the other ones for like round 2. This one is called Niello. And it seems like a green blue thing, but this seems like a bronze. But what I see from the side here is like a cool tone dark blue going to a cool tone green, but kind of vibrant green. But then I see this bronzy, muted. That's very, very interesting because it is a little bit more blue-green on this side and then this like bronzy gold. Interesting. And then we have Flashed Glass. This one looks like a pinky purple from this side, but here I see this cool tone, almost fuchsia periwinkle thing. Oh yeah, that's very like pinky purple from the side. Very pinky purple here, but it's more of a true purple with the periwinkle shift from the front. So that's interesting. It's almost like it's cool tone and warm tone depending on from which angle you see it. Oh, I'm really, really loving how this is looking. These are so nice. Look at them in the low light. Oh, they're so cute. And this is when the light is on the side. You can truly see the shifts. Honestly, these are just so cool. I really, really like these. So this is Motif. It's like a really nice grassy green. We're still with the electric multichromes. Oh, okay. Because, I mean, you can see this like bright green here, but I see like a purpley periwinkle shift, turquoisey mint on the side. That's very interesting because this is very bright green. Wow, this is a shadow that I cannot wait to use. Motif. Okay, I'm very, very impressed with that one. That looks really beautiful. This one is Quest. Do love me a nice Quest. This seems to be a little purpley action, maybe with some pink undertones. Oh, and there's like a little gold in there. Is there like an almost midnight, do you see that? Almost like gray, like thundercloud blue, like storm cloud blue background, and then this pinky violet, and on the side there's a little bit of a peachy gold shift as well. Well, that's cool. Here comes a reddish pink. This one is called Cinder. Huh, that is very corally red. I love a nice coral metallic. There is a peachy gold shift on the side, but wow, what a bright red coral pink from the front, and then this like gold on the side. I like coral metallics. I think they're so pretty. This one is Emblem. It seems a little purple. Dog is sighing so heavy in the background. Oh, what a pretty. This is a bright grass green to a gold to a violet, but you can see this almost lavender lilac here. But there is a bright green gold shift to it. You can see a little bit of it here on the side. That's pretty. That's such a bright green. Like I see a grass green. This is Mural, and this also seems like a bright green, but maybe with a little bit more. Look at that peach. Am I gonna like this even more? Oh, that is so pretty. That is so pretty. You see this almost dusky green with the peach, and it's so smooth and beautiful, and there is a bright green going to gold, going to peach. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, I really, really like that one. Wow, on the shift to the peach. Oh, that is so pretty. And the last one seems to be another one more corally pink, but I can see more gold on this one from this, like from the front. Oh, okay, from the side it is like a Barbie pink with like a gold green sheen, and you see more of a like a corally pink, not as red as this one, but this one has a little bit more of a gold shift on the front. So this one would be more red, more raspberry, and this is more corally pink. Those are really, I can't get over how nice this one is and this one. Cannot wait to use this one. This one together with my palette would be killer. Yum. Oh, I feel like you can really, really see the shift here. Wow, look at that first one, the purple to the green, crazy. And that peach to green that I showed you as well, oh my god, these are wild. These are wild and so freaking gorgeous. Oh my god, I can hardly contain myself. That first one shut the front door. I think it was called Motif. What a winner. These are called the Pearlescent Multichromes, and there are 4 of these shades that I'm going to be swatching for you. They seem a little bit more, I don't want to say muted, but I am so intrigued to try out this new formula. This one is called Scepter, and it seems to be like a nice soft peach. Should I do these in the hand? Because there's only 4. Okay, let's do the Scepter here. Oh, that is, okay. This is a super smooth, pearlescent is definitely a good name for it. It is, I would say that this is opaque. It is not that oily formula that you sometimes see. It is a very smooth, definitely a pearlescent formula. And this one is this beautiful, soft peach pearlescent metallic going to a more goldy green in the shift. Stunning, stunning. I can only imagine that this would be really smooth on the lid and not really accentuate a lot, which is something that I like. I bet she's 38, don't need to accentuating a lot of texture. Next one is called Palace, and this seems like a more soft pink. It might also have a little bit of a green sheen to it. Wait, let me put this one down. What you can see, it's like a really nice, I don't want to say rose gold because it is a little bit more on the brighter pink. I think it's like a nice pearlescent pink going into a very bright green gold. This one has a more bright green gold than the other one, but yeah, these are very smooth and pretty. Next one is Baroque. This seems to be a little bit more on the purpley side. I might be wrong, but I don't think I'm totally off. Yeah, this is more like a soft lavender pearlescent. It's almost a little bit, they're a little bit more muted, these pearlescent colors, and it has a very pretty pinky, peachy gold shift. Not as green as this one. This is like a little greeny gold. This is a bright greeny gold, and this is more of a peachy gold shift. Very, very pretty. How nice are these finishes? And the last one is Renaissance. This also seems a little bit more pink, right? Let's put this on the side here. Ooh, okay, okay. This is a little bit more on a, if this is more of a reddish pink, this is more of a peachy pink. And on the side, it is a very strong bronzy gold sheen. I think if you like neutrals, you just want to have something fun and poppy on the lid, something that will go with brown, something that will go with mauves, you would love this one, this last one. I think you would love, honestly, all of these because they are fun, they are bright, they are opaque, they will give a lot of impact, but you won't get those bright colors, and they do have strong shifts. So yeah, I definitely recommend them. This last one together with any of those mauve palettes that were so popular a couple of months ago, absolute winner. Okay, let's see if I can show you. Oh, look at that. If I can show you how they look in the swatches, if you can see the shifts. But yeah, you can definitely see the shifts. Oh, that is so beautiful. And if you hear someone snoring in the background, that is still my dog. He is living his best life. Wow, so pretty. These are so smooth and pretty as well. So impressive. This dog. Dog is living his best life in the background. We are all watching Shifty Shadows. Okay, we're getting into the last palette with shadows, and this is a collection, this is a collection, this is just one with 3, maybe we'll start with that one, and then there is a bigger one, and this bigger one is actually the ones that are meant to be more neutral multichromes, and I know a lot of you have been waiting for that. So let's start with these that are at the bottom, and these are called, if I'm not mistaken, hybrid multichromes, and this is coat of arms, and I think that these are a mix between the glitter multichromes and the jeweled multichromes, so these are very opaque. This one I can definitely see, it's like a burgundy going to purple going to a blue. Let me see if I can put this to the side. So this is the first one. Yeah, you can see a blue there for sure. Oh, I didn't even need to try. Blue, burgundy, blue, burgundy. Next one is Queen's Banquet. This is a burgundy red going to a green, I think, if I'm not totally mistaken. Oh, I can see a little bronzy gold on the side. Oh yeah, you can definitely, oh yeah, you can see a little bit more of the green here. But there's like a burgundy, and then on the side I see a green going to a gold. And it's a very sparkly, and it's not as black based as the jeweled multichromes are. So according to me, these are a little bit easier to use. This one is called King's Feast, and it seems to be more on the reddish gold. Oh yeah, I can see like a bronzy orange in the flip here. So let's do this one here. I see a red, like I see a red, but you see this like almost purpley blue, but yeah, that's the red base. You can see the red base, right? But it's like a blue purpley shift, and there's also red shimmer in the shift. So it's not only a red base, there's red shimmer in the shift. If you like a little darker shimmer color, if you're looking to get into more smoky looks, maybe when the autumn and winter is coming, maybe this could be for you. Let me show you how they look with the lights turned down. All these shadows really look so good in low light. Let me see if I can get the shift to really show. Oh, look at that. Wow. Look at that. They're so pretty. Oh, this is like magic. This makes me so happy. Okay, small things make me happy. Like seeing shadows shift like this. Next is a collection add-on of the Vibrant Multichromes, and there are 4 of these as well, so I'll swatch them in my hand. This one is called Monarch, and it seems to be... Ooh, what a nice... Do you see that orange with the yellow shift? Hello, my name is Angie. I love orange eyeshadow. Oh, and it's like... Oh, that is pretty. That is pretty. It is a little bit more of a cool tone, like coral with the gold shift. And there is a nice green... I was gonna say, I can almost see some blue. Yeah, there's almost like a green gold, almost going to blue shift on the side. That's Very pretty. Next one is a green one. I know a lot of people are fans of green eyeshadows, such am I. This is Topiary. That is a green with a gold shift. They used to have this really beautiful duochrome. I don't know if they still have it. There was a green with a gold duochrome. And I feel like this one is an updated version of that because it is a green, a grass green with a gold like duochrome like shift to it. But there's also almost a little bit of a, like almost like a little peach in there. Really like that one. If you like green eyeshadow, I'm sure you would enjoy that one a lot. Next one seems like a more sparkly warm pink. This is called Coronation. Somehow I really love these kind of shadows, and it's because I love to wear shadows like this with red mattes. So this is Coronation. Oh, that's so pretty. That is a really nice reddish pink, and on the side it is almost like an orange. What a bright pink going to an almost orange gold. So it's like a bright pink with pink shimmer, and then on the side it is an orange with a gold shift. I hope that this makes sense. It's almost like these two are a little changed, but this one has that like gold, green, blue multichrome shift as well. This one is called Rain. This one seems interesting. It seems to have like a reddish pink base, but I see a lot of colors in the shift. This seems to be a gold green, but I see like blue and green in the shift. So this, oh, okay. Okay. Wow, you can see the pink base here, right? And then this bright green, like almost lime green shift, and on the side it is a fuchsia pink with like a teal lime shift. So it's very cool tone from the side and very warm tone from the front. I really like shades that go from cool tone to warm tone because I feel like that's so interesting. Those are very cool. Okay, let me see if I can get some shifts going here. I think I will be able. Right, you can see the shifts going from warm to cool. It's harder than it looks. It's harder than it looks, okay? I'm doing the best I can. But yeah, these are really pretty. I especially like that last one. It's so interesting with how it goes from this warm green to this cool with the pink and the blue. I just think that's so interesting. Next collection is the glitter type Vibrant Multichromes, and these are 5 different. So I'm actually going to swatch them on my arm so that I don't give myself any trouble. So I'm thinking that these are going to be, yeah, really bright and vibrant, but maybe a little bit more on the sparkly side. Oh, okay, yeah, I can definitely see that. This is a shade that we have seen before, but this is just a different finish. So you're going to have to decide, do you prefer something that, well, if you like this shade at all, but do you prefer something that's more high sparkly like this? It's not glittery, but like it just has a little bit more visible sparkle. Or do you want something that's more smooth? This one is diadem, is how you would say this in Sweden. Diadem? How would you say that in English? Never heard anyone say that in English. But in Sweden you would call it diadem, you know, the headband. I have no idea what that is called in English, but you can see here it is like that sky blue to the muted almost rose gold, and on the side it is a bright green going to lavender. Oh, I love this name. This is me. It's Court Jester. This is a very sparkly coral. I love shades like this together with red, and it seems to be almost like a corally pink going to an orange golden. Yeah, because what I see here is a very corally pink. This reminds me actually of the shade Nebula in my palette Club Nebula by Kaleidos, but on the side it has a little bit more of a golden sheen. Very sparkly, very bright, corally peach. I am a big fan. No one's surprised. This is called Noble, and it seems to be a purple. Maybe it's more of a pinky purple going to a more like deep purpley blue. Because I see more a purpley blue here on the side. And yeah, it's more like an orchid pinky purple on the front. There's a little bit of a almost gold shift here as well. But if you like purples, I think that this one could be really nice. And again, it has that like more sparkly finish. This is called Empress. It seems to be more of a softer peach that goes a little bit to a green. Oh, that is so pretty. It's almost like a bronze peach going to a very bright greenish gold. So the shift is a very, very bright greenish gold, almost with a pink. Yeah, there's like a pinky peachy bronze going to a green gold. That's really pretty. The difference between these two is that this one has a more strong like greeny pale gold shift, and this is a little bit more on just the orangey goldy side in the shift. You'll see it in the close-ups. And the last one of these is called Duchess. This seems to be that green going to purple. I think we've seen this before, but this is just a more sparkly formula. Yeah, I can see a very strong, super strong grassy green going to pale gold, going to like a pale lavender. You can't see anything because I'm almost out of frame. But you can see that green shift and almost like the pale lavender here. It's a really, really pretty shade, and it's got a lot of sparkles in it. So let's look at the close-ups of these shades. Oh, I'm definitely seeing the shifts clearly here. Yay! Yay! Look at that first one, the bright green going to the dusty purple. Ugh, so pretty. Again, these kind of shadows just makes me very happy. Who is not happy seeing something like this? Huh? Who is not happy seeing this magic? Magic! Okay, let's get into the last collection, which is a new collection, and this is called Earth Vibrant Multichrome. These are meant to be multichromes. They're a little bit more on the neutral side. So if you're more into neutral shades, but you still want to use some multichromes, this will be the collection for you. You know that I've showed you some other colors as well thrown into these different collections, but if you want to make sure that you're getting ones that are multichromes, maybe not too bright, maybe not too out there, this could be the collection for you. This first one is called Cobblestone. Oh, it's like a muted rose gold with almost like an olivey green shift. I'm gonna have to swatch this collection in 2 different sets because there are quite a few to choose from. But you can see here like a muted rose gold, and when I look at it, it's like a goldish olivey green. Still not too bright, still not too crazy. This is more of a smooth, like a smooth formula that's definitely opaque if you build it up. Next one is called Royal Pear, and this seems to be a little bit more of a brighter or maybe a lighter green. Let me see actually. Yeah, I can definitely see more of a almost, I don't want to call it lime green, but it's almost like a grass green with a muted pink on the side. You can see there's like a muted pink, and then the sides are like a grassy green, and there's a little bit of a golden peach here as well, hinting. It's very, very pretty, and this is more on the greener side. If you like more olive greens and stuff like that, I'm sure you would really like a shade like that. This is called Wall of Ivy, and this seems to be a little bit, what is this? Seems to be a like a green going to a very muted purple and a slight teal. Again, not super bright. You can see that it has the warm base on the side here, and I can see a like a tealy purple coming up as a shift, but it's not super bright. Although I will say, is this a neutral multichrome? That I don't know. That I don't know, because it's definitely blue in the shift here. You're gonna have to let me know what you think. This one though, I can see a lot of people really liking this one. This one is called Royal Peach, and I can tell that this is such a nice peachy bronze to a gold. If you like golds and bronzes and you want to have something that's a little different, I think this one is gonna be for you. Wow, look at that. Such a nice pinky bronzy color, and the shift is a very golden bronze. Yeah, this I feel like is the typical like neutral multichrome. Such a beautiful shade. This will be so easy to fit in your collection if you like more neutrals. That color, honestly, so stunning. This one is called Estate, and you can see here it's almost like a bronzy, like an olivey bronze. I think you can see like almost like an olivey bronze. Let me see. And it is like a muted green on the side, but this is like an olivey bronze color that has a little bit of a foresty green shift. Not as bright as this one. It's a little, oh my god, I'm not even in frame. It's not as bright as the green here. This is lighter as well. It's more like a foresty green, and you can see it has a little bit more of a warmer, almost reddish brown base. But yeah, I would definitely say that if you like a bronzy golden shadow, both of these shadows will probably fit into your collection really, really, really good and not be too scary. Okay, last one before we go into some close-ups. This one is called Statue Garden, and this one seems to be a little purpley, like almost like a grayish purple. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this seems to be more, ooh, there's actually a little bit of a golden bronze in here as well. So this seems to be more like a muted, why am I not in frame? Someone tell me. You probably are. You're probably screaming at the screen. It's really hard when you zoom in a little bit and you're trying to swatch. But you can see this is like a muted purple, almost like a grayed out purple with like this almost muted base. And then it is like a peach gold shift. It's almost like a little bit of an ashy green undertone. It's very, very beautiful and definitely not too bright. I mean, you can definitely see that there is purple in here, but it's not like too scary if you just want to have a little purple on your eyes, but you don't want it to be bright. Oh, I'm really capturing the shifts, right? I feel like I'm doing a really good job with these. Look at that peachy shade. Honestly, that peachy shade, that is one of the prettiest neutral eyeshadows. There's not a matte that I think I've ever seen. That golden yellow to the peachy bronze, something about that is just so sexy. Okay, let's go in with the last 5 of the Earth Vibrant Multichromes. Well, they're called Earth Vibrant, so maybe they're meant more to be vibrant earthy shades. And I made all of that rest up. Either way, I know that these are meant to be more for neutral lovers. That I do know. This one is called no, that's not what it's called. It's called Bronze Fountain. And it does indeed seem a little bronze. But there's an interesting shift to this one. It has a little bit of a reddish brown base, and you see a very nice bronze here, but I see almost like a little bit of a purpley blue shift in the undertone, but it's not super bright or super in your face. But this is a very smooth shade. Again, if you like multichromes but don't want them to be too poppy, this one very much impressed me. The Bronze Fountain. Some things are really hard to say in English, okay? Leave me be. This is called Climbing Vine. It's also really hard to say because V and W, they sound the same in Swedish. They have basically the same sound, so sometimes it's really hard to differentiate between the two different ones. The same as S and Z also sound the same in Swedish pretty much. So I know that a lot of words with the C, beginning with the C, I totally mispronounce them because in Swedish you wouldn't use a different sound. Sometimes you can really tell that English is not my first language. But this one is a very nice bluish purple, but it seems to be a little bit more on the muted side. That is nice though. It's almost like a muted Yule. okay. I mean, is this a neutral? That I wouldn't say. And that's why I'm like, maybe it isn't meant to be neutral. It's meant to be earthy shades. But it is a nice blue, like almost like a sky blue with a little bit of a green undertone. And I can see some purple shimmers here. But it definitely has a little bit of a muted undertone. This one is called Royal Plum. And I can definitely see some nice plum tones in here. And there seems to be a bit of a green in here. Let us see. Oh, that's really pretty. There is a little bit of a smoky base. It is almost like a forest green going to a gold, going to this purple that you see here. Almost like a muted reddish, plum. Captain Obvious, reporting for duty. And this one is called Hedge Maze. And it seems to be almost like a darker bluish green going to a warmer true green, like a golden green. Yeah, because I see a very nice, almost cool tone jade green, and then what I see in the viewfinder, it's almost like a muted, more grassy green. It's definitely not a lime, it's like a muted grass green, but there's more of a jade green shift to it. Again, I think that this could be a really nice green shade. If you want to get it a little bit into green, you want to use a little bit of green on your lid, but you don't want to have a bright Kermit green, I feel like this could be a little bit more on the safe side. And the last one is called Iron Gate. It seems to be a little bit of like a bronzy tarnished gold, going to a little bit of a reddish green, I think. It's just a little bit more muted. It has a little bit more of a smoky undertone. Again, if you were looking for something that's just a little bit green, but not too much, I think you could really enjoy this one here. Oh yeah, look at that! Oh, you can definitely see the shifts. You can see that there are some strong green shifts here, but also that orange, how it goes to that almost red base with the turquoise flip. I feel like it's very, very cool. I will say that green that goes from a dark jade green to that muted grassy green, that is such a nice, and dare I say again, sexy green shade, because it has some depth, it has a little bit of a different twist to it without being too kooky. I like these. These are pretty. We are going to finish off this whole segment with two shadows that have been reformulated. So these are existing shades, but they have just been they have updated the formula. So let's start with this one first. This is Glacier's Mark, and I think you can see that there is a difference in these two. The new one is just brighter and more sparkly, and I can see the difference in these two. So I'm just going to swatch these side by side, and I'm just going to show you the difference. This is the old Glacier's Mark, and it is a pretty shadow. It is nice. It has like a red plumish base with, I'm going to see if I can fit both of the reformulated shades here, with a blue shift. It's pretty, it's smooth, it's very pretty, but the new updated one, like I can see that it is so much more brighter, both in the shift and in the base, and it feels actually more substantial when I touch it as well. How interesting. So this is the new Glacier's Mark. And I think you can see the shift is more intense. It is more of a purpley base with this very nice blue purple shift that is super, super bright. And I will say that this one has more impact. It seems a little bit more sparkly, not glittery, but sparkly. And definitely the base is just a little bit more on a plummy purpley side, and this one was more of a reddish purpley side, and the shift is still a light blue, but it's just so much more strong in the newly formulated one. The next one that is newly formulated is Seal. Same here. The new one, you can just see that the base, this is the new one, is so much more brighter and more saturated turquoise, and the shift is just such a stronger, that warm base. So let me swatch original Seal here, and I'll swatch them next so you can see. Still, it's very beautiful. This is a bluish turquoise base with a very strong, what you see is like almost like a green shifting to gold, but what I see on the side is a very bright turquoise. So let's try the new seal. I'm guessing, yeah, this is also the formula has had, it feels a little bit more substantial when you touch it, and I can definitely see also that it picks up more shadow. Oh wait, I'm not showing you anything. So this is what it looks like. Oh yeah, you can see. This one is brighter. It has more of a brighter greenish gold shift. You can see more of the green in this one. And when I look on the side, it's a way stronger and brighter turquoise. So both of these shades, they're the same like element, basically what the shadows are. They just amped up the colors more. It's more turquoise, it's more purple, it's more blue, it's just more of everything. So let me show you these close up as well, and then let me choose a shade and I will top my eye look up with that because I wanna put some sparkles on. Okay, so here is the comparison of the old one versus the new one, and you can see pretty clearly like the old one is not as opaque as the new one. Even though I still like the old one, they have a very, very visible shift to them. I can see that they definitely could do with some improvement, and sometimes it's interesting to see what brands chooses to improve on or not, because it's not like any of these shadows were a dud. Both of these shadows were really pretty, but now they're even more pigmented and even more vibrant, and honestly, I think that's really pretty. I think that's really cool. So these two new reformulated shades are dropping at the same time as the new collection. You have no idea for how many hours I have been sitting here filming this video, but now I kind of want to decide to put one of these shades on this look. What do I want to do? You know what I want to do? I think I'm going to use the one that I was initially, which might sound a little weird, but this one that's called Saffron. This was the one that I was the most interested in when I saw this collection, because I really love this, what are they called? Deep Iridescent Multichromes. I really liked when they released this collection the last go, and I'm excited to see more shades. And I love a fiery peach like this, and it has a bit of a bronzy gold undertone that I think is going to go with this eye look. And since it's also a iridescent shadow, it is not going to be a fully opaque base, so I feel like it's going to work with what I have on my eyes. So let me get a setting spray because I don't want to get a lot of fallout, and I'm going to go in with the shade that's called Saffron on a flat brush. That is definitely a cat hair. And I am going to spray it. And let's put that on. Oh, wow. On my eye. Oh, that is so pretty. I knew that I was going to love this shadow. Minute I saw it, this one, so pretty with this look, but also imagine this one with a red or a burgundy crease. That will be so pretty. Oh, I really like this. Good job, Angie, deciding to go with the shade that initially stood out to you. Because again, I mean, I like the look that I had. I just wanted to show you how you can add one of these shadows. Oh, look at that. And just have a little extra to your look. Although I will say I have been going for a lot of all matte looks lately, but I really like topper shades to layer on top of my shadows because I feel like they bring so much dimension to a look. That was all the shadows. That was me swatching all of them. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's literally taken me almost 4 hours just to film this video. So I feel like my makeup, it's starting to look like I've worn it for a day. For a day, if we're gonna be honest. If you would like me to do an updated favorites bundle with Clionadh, please let me know. We are toying with the idea of doing something like that because there are so many new shades that are added that I just feel like we could definitely maybe do a round 2 or an updated one or something like that, because there are so many shades to choose from. Don't forget to check the description box for more info. If you want to see more info, if you want to jump like in between parts of the video to see swatches again, happy Hunger Games on Monday when these release. Clionadh usually releases stuff like they will restock their entire website a couple of times a year. So this is not one of those brands where you can just go in on a random Wednesday and think that your favorite is in stock. Unfortunately, that's not really how Clionadh is. Usually stuff does sell out. They do hand make all of their eyeshadows and formulate them themselves, so it's really hard sometimes to keep these favorites in stock. I'm just letting you know right now so that you're not disappointed when you do roll into the website on that random Wednesday and find that your favorites are out of stock. Anyways, I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you again either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow for a new video. Bye!